Hey, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, later than usual for my daily challenge, my daily Facebook Live challenge. And today I want to talk about the book, Think and Grow Rich. Have you read Think and Grow Rich? If you haven't, why not? I read it, I want to say probably 30 or so years ago. And then I got busy with my life and I did about 10% of what the book recommends, maybe 20, but I'm going back, I'm working with a team, and one of the leaders of the team said, hey, we're all going to read Think and Grow Rich, because a lot of the members of the team are young and they've never been exposed to the great book by Napoleon Hill. And so I was reading, we're all committed to reading a chapter a day, and today I got to the chapter on organized planning. And if you know me, I'm not the most organized planner. I'm a great project manager and I get a lot done, but I don't necessarily always use a structured plan. And we're working on a project right now that requires a very structured plan. So I took this chapter to heart and I read it today, and I'm reading it again tomorrow because I definitely need to relearn some of the principles in it. And one of the ones that really spoke to me, and I think is critical that we all do, not just with our business lives, but with our everyday lives, is explore the 30 major causes of failure. So I thought today I will do the number one major cause of failure, and then maybe for my next 30 Facebook Lives, I may or may not do one a day, or I might just combine a whole bunch of them depending on my mood and how much I've got to say about that particular major cause of failure. But Napoleon Hill, if you're not familiar with the book, he spent 25 years of his life studying and determining what the causes of some of the richest men of his time. He actually wrote the book in 1937, but it's so true and still applicable today. That's why I say if you haven't read it, go get a copy. It's still at Barnes & Noble. You can get it on Amazon. You can actually download it as a free PDF. I actually gave everybody on the team a link, but then I went and bought this revised version and the updated version, and it actually comes with a workbook. So we're doing the workbook in addition to the book, and since I'd only ever read the original, this new one's got some updated stories in it with more modern day people that you may or may not be able to relate to. But according to Napoleon Hill, after studying hundreds and hundreds of the most successful and the least successful people of his time, he came up with a 13-step process for achieving success in whatever you want. He studied very wealthy people, but it can be used in anything that you want to have in your life, or you can use it to apply to anything. You can use it for your health, you can use it for your wealth, you can use it for your well-being, you can use it for your relationships, any area of your life that you want to be better in or improve or change. You can apply these 13 principles to. And I'm sure I'll probably share those in one of my daily lives. But for right now, I just want to talk about the 30 major causes of failure. And this isn't failure just in business and in your career. This is failure in anything. And the first one I'm going to start with, because it's the one that always gets you a pass, is unfavorable hereditary background. Meaning, if you're born with mental deficiencies or mental incapacities of some sort, he said that's one of the major causes of failure, and that is the only one on the list of 30 that you don't have any control over. I mean, we're born however we're born, and if you happen to have been born mentally challenged, then that's probably something that might, no, it doesn't guarantee to hold you back, but it could be an excuse for failure or a reason for failure that you really don't have any control over. But that's the only one of the 30. So let's all take a reality check and say, if I'm not mentally incapacitated, then I can't use this excuse. I can't use this as one of my reasons for failure. So sometimes my family might think I'm mentally challenged, but really I'm not. And even after being in a coma and frozen, I'm still got most of my brain function and my brain capacity. So I don't get to use that one as an excuse. And probably neither do 99.95% of the people that are watching this right now. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. I've had a busy day. It's been a week of lawyers and emergency rooms and all kinds of nonsense and craziness that I will finally be getting into my office for the first time tonight. And so I want to go hit that and try to catch up on some of my own personal work. But I wanted to share this today, and I wanted to say, hey, if you're not mentally challenged, and even if you were diagnosed as being mentally challenged, that's not necessarily a sentence or a life sentence either. I mean, let's look at Helen Keller. I mean, Helen Keller was blind, deaf, and mute at about age 1, and look at all that she accomplished. So, I don't know, it's pretty hard to make excuses these days, isn't it? Anyway, go out, make it an awesome night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.